I love your outfit. It's wonderful.
I said of all places to wear a bright orange jacket, it's Jason's art.
Yes.
Not bourbon. Not Walmart.
Are you sure it's not bourbon?
I mean, it just
It's not
looks like
Walmart
you're
or
out-
bourbon. That's not the right place to wear it.
It just looks like you're watching out for the deers. Watching out for the deer hunters.
Right, it is hunter orange.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
pretty much
it's-
hunter's
yeah.
orange.
Oh, it is. I love the cut of it too. It's really good.
Yeah, we're gonna round people up in just a minute.
I yelled a 3-minute thing a few minutes ago. Oh, we're gonna run out of chairs just like I wanted. This is perfect. My plan is working.
Are people gonna sit on the floor? What are we gonna do?
Oh, we're gonna get more chairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'll enlist a volunteer to help get chairs.
Where are the art, the piece of paintings that you're inviting people to choose from?
They are covered by a black tapestry
okay,
over there
okay,
on
so
the
you're
table in
gonna
the
guide
corner.
people?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, cool.
Hey Heather. Hey Greg. You're here. You're being enlisted. There's a chance that we won't have enough chairs.
Hi, dear.
Will you coordinate bringing more chairs
Yeah,
out
we'll do
if we don't have
you.
enough?
We'll get some chairs from the hallway. What a joy! I have wanted to cross paths again. Totally wanted to. Good to see you. Like a small person? Like a little small person? Yeah, I'm really delighted to see you. How are things?
I'm so glad you're here. You look so tall. I was like, who's that? Who's that fashionable young woman?
She has fashion. She has fashion and style.
Okay. Oh.
6:31.
Oh, we're 6:31? Okay, we're starting.
Hello, hello. Let's get the people that round up the people.
Yeah, who are the people rounders?
Got the cowbell.
Yeah, the cowbell. Okay, we're gonna start.
Pull them in. Hello, hello.
Jeremy, we were gonna start 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Could you use your loud voice
Yeah.
and get everyone to sit down right now?
Do it right now.
Cool. Hey Heather, we're running a few minutes behind schedule. You're really good at telling people to sit down. Will you help with that?
Yeah.
Great.
Julian will do the mics in a minute.
Yeah. I think they're probably, I already told them to turn them on. They just confirm.
It's not
Oh, I think it is.
on. When I do this, nothing happens.
Well, there's no PA. This is just going out to the internet.
Oh,
So these microphones are,
they're okay.
it's just going out to the internet.
Okay, so I don't need to mess with
So
it.
the chair plan, which I appreciate, is gonna mean that I need an extra minute or two to put some chairs back because we have a lot of people.
Yeah. Greg's helping with the chairs, as is Heather right now. Thanks, Steph. Julian, audio's live? Great.
So we're gonna have about a half an hour to talk. Keep it that way.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
I think you need it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go right up to the very edge, 7:30.
We're
That's
gonna
why
have to talk- we're gonna have
we
to
built in a
talk-
buffer.
We're gonna have to talk pretty loud. We have no magnification.
Yeah, we'll have to magnify our
Yeah.
voice. Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
I'm
You're
okay with
doing
that.
most of the talking.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm prepared for that.
If someone can't hear, we could invite them to move their chair closer in.
Yeah.
We might announce that at the beginning. We might say something about, please come forward further if you can't hear us.
Yeah. So, if you want a chair, I invite you to take a chair. There's plenty of chairs. There's more chairs coming. I'm just so happy with the turnout. Thank you, everyone.
And as we begin, if you are having challenges hearing us, please kind of give a wave because we're just projecting our voices. But if you know that you need some closer in hearing, please ask for a seat now where you're going to be able to hear us talking at this decibel.
Joe, will you move back about 18 inches? Thank you. Oh, wonderful. Let's start. Hey, Stephanie, let's start.
So welcome, everyone. Does anyone mind if I take my mask off? Thank you. I'm Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Hi. What a beautiful group of people came together tonight. Thank you so much for being here. So I have the privilege of introducing one of my best friends and another dear one to me, Jason and Carolyn. And Carolyn Griffith is a spiritual mentor and a guide to the soul's journey. And she is supporting Jason tonight, as she has Jason and many others in this room on their life journeys. And I know most of you know Jason and have your own experiences with him. I have been on a journey with Jason for nearly 4 years now, coming up on 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, his art is a lot like his soul and his own expression as a human. To start with, it's not for the faint of heart. So as you look around, my personal experience with Jason and my experience with his art is that it will challenge you, it will tease you and coax you and encourage you. Sometimes it really pisses you off. Sometimes you really piss me off, Jason.
Yeah.
In the end, though, I know that for me, I am closer to myself than I've ever been. And Jason's a big part of the reason for that, as in his art. Raw vulnerability, truth, by looking at the parts of ourselves that we've been taught and conditioned to be ashamed of and deny and suppress, and embracing those too, is one of the things that his art offers. And oneness, the things about us that unite us and bring us together. I love Jason. Thank you for being here with us.
So wow, look at this, Jason. Something's happening.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me, why all the art here? Why all the paintings?
Oh my God. I'm an artist. I always have been. Forgot for a while, but I'm an artist.
So when I met you, Jason, about 2 years ago, you showed up with these like super cool shoes and super cool glasses and some kind of like funky black coat on, and I thought, okay, this dude's an artist. But you weren't living as an artist then.
No.
So tell me what happened.
Oh, what happened? Once one of my mentors, Katie, said, the universe often speaks in a whisper and doesn't repeat herself. And I found that to not really be true for me. For me, first it was a whisper, and then it was a yell, and then it was a shout, and then it was a shaking, and then it was colliding my motorcycle with a van and putting me in a hospital for 18 days. And the messages just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was like, stop doing what you're doing. And so my ability to do things kept being taken away until it was like, well, you can't walk anymore, you can't use your hands anymore, like figure out what you're supposed to do with that. That's part of it.
When I met you, you had just gotten hit by a van
Yeah, that's true.
and were doing some outer remediation, and
Yeah.
your mind wasn't working quite the way it worked before.
That's also true.
And there was a sense that that there was something different in you calling to get your attention.
Yeah. Ask me more.
Yeah. So what was that? What was stirring in you? You were.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So you may have had this experience of like being in your life and going through your life and wondering, like, am I really doing like what I'm most supposed to do in this life? I noticed that for me, it was really easy just to get into a routine, like get up, go to work, do this thing, and then I have the weekends, I have time off, and like ask my friends, what are they watching? I used to like watch TV and like commercials and listen to radio. I don't do that anymore. There's a point, this is aside, but there's a point in my life where I realized like I'm super, super susceptible to advertising, because anything that'd be advertised for, I would go and buy like the next day, not even knowing it. And especially if you know me and I wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning and can't go back to sleep until I buy something on Amazon, right? Like, maybe raise your hand if you've done that. Like it was really bad. So like I'd cut that out, right? I'd cut that out because I knew like that wasn't leading me where I wanted to go. And I just knew like there was something I wanted to get back to, but I was too scared to get back to. And there were like all of these, like, I don't know, roadblocks in the way. And I remember sitting with Carolyn. I was sitting on her couch at her home, because my dear friend Joe, I was like, Joe, I'm looking for a therapist, but for trauma therapist for this PTSD stuff, head, windshield, all that stuff. And he's like, wait, I know someone, Carolyn.
Not a therapist, by the way.
I was like, I'd been to a bunch of therapists, right? And like, it wasn't working. So I found Carolyn. It was perfect for me at the time. And she took me on this journey, right? Like you work in a lot of different modalities, and this one felt like very shamanic. I don't know if that's the word you use, but like took me really, really deep. And it's like reaching deeper and deeper and deeper into like, what is purpose? What should I be doing? What have I been avoiding? And we got to this point where I was like, oh, there's this book I should write. Like I could reach for that. I don't know if you remember this session, but after that session, I took a year and I wrote a 600-page book, which was really cool. I had never written a book before. Didn't know how. I like Googled like, how do you write a book? And I Googled like, how do you hire a ghostwriter? I'm like, and then like anyway, like wrote a book. And then after the book was done, only then did I really realize that as I had been looking and I was reaching deeper and deeper and deeper to see like, what is my purpose? There was something behind that I wasn't quite ready for. If you knew me, you know that I dropped out of art school 4 times because I was just too cool for art school. Right? Like that's, yeah.
Well, I want to leave
Yeah,
you
help
in
me.
right there. So you were once an art student.
I was once an art student,
And
yes.
you were once a young man like your son is now, dreaming of art school.
Yeah,
And you went to art school.
I did go to art school. I did.
And you had talent.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And there was a moment that you, I don't know, you kind of threw it away. You kind of turned your back.
I did, yeah. Okay, so there was a moment, the moment you're talking about, I remember it well. I was in Boston going to an art school with a fancy name, and I was walking down this road that had all the galleries on it. And I remember walking down the road and like seeing galleries on either side and like all this work lit up in the window, and I kept thinking, this work is crap. Like this is really, really bad. On a scale of like 1 to 10, this work is like a 6. And I was like, why are these artists who make this horrible work in these galleries? And me being like, I hate the man, fuck the world, like young and angsty. I was like, well, it's just because all these people know somebody. They know somebody, or they know somebody who knows somebody, or they do politics, they know how to talk to people, and that's the only reason they're here. Like, that's what I thought. And that also coincided with me taking my first computer art class ever in the world at that school. And at that point, I was just like, I'm done. I'm not going to play this game. And I gave up. I gave up on the dream of being an artist, because like, what year was it, 1999? Like really the only avenue that was available to me that I had seen in role model for me was like being a gallery artist and like painting and putting in galleries and like dealing with that whole system. And it's like, I don't want to deal with this system.
Can I cut in?
Yeah, please do.
So you were looking at this art, you were judging it as crap, you were imagining that there is one pathway
Yes.
to having your art recognized and received.
Yeah.
And you couldn't go down that path,
Yeah.
or you felt like the doors were shut to you on that path.
Yeah, that's true.
And so
I quit.
you quit.
I quit. I quit it all.
And
And
did
then-
you still wake up in the middle of the night and paint? Did you still?
No. I mean, there's still some. Like I put my toe back in and then out, and there was a year where I had a studio with some friends who were over there, and we painted for a while, but then I moved and I stopped. And I had this story running. Like, I can't start painting again, or I'll ruin my whole life.
I remember that story.
Remember that story?
I remember that
and that's why I
story.
was so scared to reach for that other dream. Like,
Yeah.
there's this 19-year gap where I was scared to even like doodle, because I had the fear like it was like the gateway drug, like doodling in a notebook at work. That was a gateway drug to like my whole entire world being blown up. Julie Cameron talks about something. She's like, wrote this book, The Artist's Way. Fully over there, we've talked about this a lot. And it's like, I can't start writing my novel because I have to divorce my husband. Right? Like feeling that like, well, if I write my novel, then we get really famous and be more famous than my husband and all this stuff, right? Like jumping 8 steps ahead. I was doing some of that too.
Yeah. So you had a story
Yeah, I had a story.
that if you lived your creative life, something would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did it seem like would happen?
Well,
if
it
you-
seemed like I would go clinically insane.
Yeah, you would go insane,
I would lose all my money.
lose all your money.
Everyone in my life would leave me. I would die, but then not really die and have to be like dead and not dead at the same time, like living as a zombie. Like it was all quite, right? Like it was a lot. And then I would like make all this work and no one would ever see it and
Yeah,
no one
yeah,
ever
yeah.
like it and I wouldn't be understood and all
Yeah,
that
but
was
quite
there
a
too.
few scary ideas standing between you and doodling,
Yeah, in between me. You're right.
right? Can anyone relate to that? Having quite a few scary ideas that stand between you and, yeah.
Yeah.
So you wrote this, we started working together and Jason wrote a 600-page book. And I thought, okay, dude is a writer.
Yeah.
And
Little
then-
did you know that behind there was something even scarier that I couldn't even see, which was painting, which I was too scared to do.
And then he revealed that he was doing all of this writing because
Because I was too scared to like reach for the next thing. And what I did, actually, I wrote a 600-page book that was a handbook for someone who wants to be an artist.
There you go. So that,
Essentially,
that's a
right?
perfect
Essentially, that's what
segue.
the book is.
That's a perfect
You've read
segue
it.
because my second question, and I personally see you as a teacher here, not just a teacher here, but a teacher in what it takes to be an artist. So I
Yeah.
want you to give us a little spiel. What does it take
Oh, what does it
to
take?
be an artist?
It takes waking up every single morning willing to be in fear all day long. Like, I wake up every morning below the line, terrified. Like, if any of you have been to like a 12-step program before, they talk about, like, I wake up every single morning as an untreated addict. And then I do my meditation and my prayers, and I call my sponsor, and then I'm like a functional human, right? Like, as an artist, I wake up every morning in, like, my critic is online, like saying, like, you're not good enough, this is bad, that painting you did, that painting that you were at the studio working on to 2 a.m., it's horrible, don't even go to the studio because you'll have to burn it as soon as you get there. Like, that's what I wake up every morning with, right?
Yeah.
So, like, becoming friends with my critic, and like welcoming that and getting to know my critic, and like learning, like, the critic likes cookies and gives the critic cookies, and it goes over in the corner and eats
Cool.
its cookies and leaves me alone.
Good
Right?
strategy.
Like learning all of those strategies is a big part of that. Like, very practical things. Like, I've meditated every day for 8 years without missing a day.
Not bad.
Right? Like, cleaning up the clutter, right? I do morning pages, Julie Cameron, Artist's Way, great book. 3 pages, handwritten, every morning. Haven't missed a day since, I don't know, in a year and a half. Like, that just gets all the clutter out. My schedule right now, 4 days a week, I have nothing before 2 p.m. It's just flow. It's like detaching myself from my calendar. So here's part of the story. This is fun about calendar. Oh my goodness. My loving partner there, Tunde, hello. She knows I hate my calendar. We shared calendars once. It was like a relationship escalation type thing. And then I was like, then like took it away and then gave it back and took it. It's been like a whole thing, a calendar for like a year and a half. So I quit my job and didn't have a job lined up. Well, here's what actually happened. I rented an art studio, and 2 weeks later, I quit my job. Because I was like, I don't want to go and sit at home on Zoom coaching people and leading them in meditation and making PowerPoint decks and making a ridiculous amount of money, right? Like, sitting in my bed. Instead, I want to quit my job and have no income and and paint every day. So I quit my job, and I said, I'm only going to do 3 things. I'm going to paint, I'm going to coach, and I'm going to write. I'm going to see what happens. I'm not going to look for a job, but maybe going to start a startup company with Stephanie. We met for like 6 months talking about that. We still might do that. Who knows? This might be it. This might be it. And what I did as I was quitting, I hired a coach to take me through the transition from working. And I hired this coach, Tim Peake, because he used to be a senior executive at NBC, and he blew up his whole life and quit and did nothing. I was like, this guy's done it before. I hired him, $1,000 a session coach, right as I was moving into a time of no income at all, right? So it takes like doubling down and then doubling down again, and just like, hey, I'm here, this is what I'm doing. And I think the universe like sees signals and signs of commitment when folks are doing the thing that they're going to do. And he said, blow up your whole schedule. Blow up your whole life. Don't have the same schedule any two days in a row. If you brush your teeth with your right hand, change it to your left hand, right? Like, change everything about your day and your life. So don't eat meals at the same time, don't wake up. So there were times when I really I would just try out like all these different schedules, went to the same thing. Sometimes I'd work like through the night, sometimes I work through the day. So like it took like totally blowing everything up. And then seeing what was left. I mean, that was part of it. The life I have right now, I have an unlimited amount of creativity every single day. There's no time I don't have creativity. And my schedule right now, it looks like on my like I do my morning pages and my meditation and maybe like move my body a little in the mornings. And then I do nothing before 2 p.m. I have no meetings before 2 p.m. And just whenever inspiration strikes me, I'll go to the studio and paint. So it might be at like 7 a.m. or it might be at like 11 a.m. And I go. And some days I don't show up until like 1:30, and I do a whole day's of work in 30 minutes. Right? Like that was the other thing, like letting go of like time being tied to like outcomes and effort and success, and just knowing like, okay, sometimes like what I'm supposed to do all day is like write and then like message some people and connect with a lover and then to go for another hike and then show up to the studio and just do whatever's there. And like, great, some of these paintings that you see on the wall took like 4 hours of me actually at the canvas, but maybe like 25 hours of like things not at the canvas.
I want to reflect back a
Okay,
little.
good.
You said
I'm
a
kinda all
lot
over
of
the place.
amazing things.
Okay, thank you. That's why you're here.
Some things that caught my attention
Uh-huh.
are kind of uncoupling creativity from time and money, or uncoupling your life from the driving force
Yeah.
in calculations of time and money. And
Yeah.
another thing that has caught my attention is like setting up your life in a way that's just in itself creative and flexible and juicy.
And giving myself permission. The morning after I quit my job, I woke up and I was in complete panic. Like, what am I gonna do? And I did a trick. I've been a coach for a while, and amongst other things, I just took a homework assignment I'd given before. I wrote myself a permission slip, like my mom would write me when I had to go to the orthodontist in high school. It said, to whom it may concern, Jason has permission to not earn any income for a period of 1 year. I wrote it, I still have it, took a photo of it, I come back to it. And then what I did after that, I did a money fast for 3 months. The goal was not to take in any money and not to spend any money. That was the goal. And so I just started working for free. Like I had like 20 coaching clients at the time I quit. I just worked for free. Wouldn't take any money in, wouldn't put any money out. Didn't totally work, but that was the goal. And oh my goodness, like I realized that I was addicted to money. My mentor again, Katie Hendricks, she says for her, addiction is when I'm doing something, instead of enjoying it fully, I'm thinking about how I'm going to get more of it. Whether it's like cookies for me, or sex, or drugs, or cigarettes, or whatever it happens to be. Like for her, it's like if you're doing it and you're thinking about how you're going to get more of it, then that says you're addicted. I was always thinking like I'm getting money, money's coming in, I just got paid. I'm also thinking about how am I going to get more.
I want to cut in.
Yeah. Okay.
I think what impresses me most is that you set up your life in a playful way.
Yeah.
It's actually, so he's told you all these different ways he set up his life, right? But what strikes me about it is that you just got playful about it.
Yeah.
In a way that broke you loose from, kind of compulsive ways that our lives can be driven.
It allowed me to experiment.
It allowed you to experiment, and what you also did is you made periods of time to listen to the muse of your creativity. And that included working with me. When I would say, so like, what the hell do you want to draw? Like, what would be like the funnest freaking thing that you could put on a canvas?
Yeah.
And you did that.
I did that.
And you did that. And that's some of the canvases around us have that energy of, this is the funnest freaking thing I could put on a canvas.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you another key question. Do you want to comment on that before I ask you another key question?
I'm just having so much fun talking. I worry like do we still have time? Are we okay on time?
We're doing kind of okay.
Okay.
I'm going to
we're
ask
doing
you
great on time. Great. Okay.
culminating question.
Okay.
So I see you, Jason, as one that has a particular gift, passion, core power of unleashing eros and creativity.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It's taken a while to find it.
And it's taken you a while to find like that's your zone.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool, the book that he wrote, what was she called? Like the publishing coach person was like, yeah, the chapter on sex and eros is like, yeah, there's a lot of aliveness there for you, right? So
Someone in the circle said, oh, I skipped to the chapter on sex first.
so that overflowed into the painting.
It did, yeah.
What is the connection between eros or sexiness
Yeah.
and creativity?
Oh, I mean, for me, it's the same. Like sexual energy and creative energy is the same energy. It comes from the same source. I think we have an unlimited amount of creative energy accessible to us. You can like unlock it. Like every spiritual tradition out there talks about like connecting with unlimited wells of creativity and energy, like your root chakra, like opening your root chakra and just like pulling in as much energy as possible. And it's very like creativity and sexual energy. It's just the same, right? It's this like vibrating energy of creation. I mean, it's literally creation, like creating other beings, right? It like happens through expression of sexual energy. You're looking at me. This is good, right?
Yeah, it is good. It
Okay.
is good. I think
And there's more.
what's coming alive in me is how I've heard you describe that it feels sometimes to just kind of get before the canvas with a brush. That kind of high energy,
Yeah.
semi-ecstatic experience
Yeah. I mean, those
of
times
just
when I'm
unleashing yourself in
Yeah.
doing it, right?
Yeah.
And I'd love you to share a word about that, because I think that there's some part of us, perhaps many of us in this circle, that long to be in that zone and to give ourselves permission to just go there.
Yeah, there's a certain beauty of like letting creativity flow through me. Some of these canvases, especially the big ones, like maybe that one over there behind you, like the head is as big as the stroke of my arm. Like they start in an inspiration. Like I do more morning pages and meditation. Sometimes the idea will come to me then. Sometimes it will come just like through a daydream. Like if you go out in the courtyard later, that one started as like this little tiny sketch that was like this big in my morning pages. So like it's gonna be 10 panels with a blue line on it. And then I go about like all of the, like lack of a better word, all the like masculine energy of the like doing, constructing math, right? Like I'll go and I'll do all the planning for the piece. So I might do like sketches or finding photo references. And I'll spend a lot of time doing that work. And doing the construction, right? I took this 19-year detour into like software and technology, and really, when I look back at it, it really wasn't a detour. It was like grad school. Like that was a school. Because now, as an artist, I need to know how to do things like computers and computer programming and 3D modeling and all kinds of things, right?
Cool.
Like all kinds of things about like math and construction. John's back over there. We used to do construction together. We used to like build out, like refurbish houses. I have all these skills. So I like build the panels and like do the drawing and do the priming, and then I turn all that off. I turn it completely off. I put on headphones. I put on the record, and then it's performance. I just let the creative energy flow through me. I don't really know what's going to happen. Like I know how to paint, but I just forget all of that. Those are tools that are available to me, and I just let go, and it just flows through me. I have no idea. When I paint on paintings that big, like actually pretty much most of the things here, the big ones, it's like a performance, and I don't step back. I stay very, very close, and I just trust. Like other times when I paint, I'm like, oh, I'll do that, and I'll step back. How does that look? I don't know. How does that look? I don't bother with any of that. I just flow, and I'm just like, okay, blue here, pink there. I just listen, and I open, and I do whatever I'm called to do. It involves a lot of like screaming and taking off my shirt. There's tons of videos on YouTube if you want to watch them. Like hitting things with sticks. A lot of this is done, like that painting over there, all that black paint was like me like taking a stick and like assaulting the canvas with it. And it all kind of works out the next day, right? there's this point. There's this point in the painting where I'll do something and I'm like, oh God, I just completely messed it up. You totally fucked it up, Jason. Like, there's a painting over there, Pensive Power. There's a point in that I'd done this portrait and it's nice. And I took this like giant palette knife I have and I scraped off half the face after spending like hours making it. And there's, because that's what I was inspired to do. That's like, okay, scrape off half the face. And then there's this moment of this fear, like, oh, I just screwed the whole thing up. Like, I've destroyed the thing. Why did I do that? And it's this moment of trust. And I've gotten to notice what it feels like in my body. It feels like I'm going to vomit and die, and then people are going to come and like point at me and laugh, right? Like that's how it feels inside of me at that moment. And at that moment, like, I've gotten really comfortable, like, being in that moment. I recognize when it's there. I'm like, okay, the first time this was hard, and I pushed through. That was great. And now I just know it's still scary, but I just keep breathing. I breathe and then I continue. And usually about 10 minutes or an hour or 2 hours later, it makes sense. It's like, oh,
Cool.
I needed to do that. I needed to do that to make the painting. And then it all makes sense later. I have a lot of adrenaline in my system right now.
So let's take a
Okay,
breathe.
I will.
Let's take in this beautiful circle.
Yeah.
And this question you can answer with words or not.
Okay.
It just, yeah, how does it feel to be sitting here?
Oh.
Just take your time with this. Take your time with this. How does it feel to be sitting here?
Mm. Yeah, what a great question. It's starting to feel real,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like in my studio, like talking with people on Instagram about my art is one thing. And I've known for a while in my head has known, and my heart has known, like I'm an artist, I'm a painter.
Just take your time.
But my body really didn't know, right? It didn't know. Like it kept forgetting, right? It kept forgetting, and it would say things like, you know, Jason, you really should probably go back and get one of those jobs where you're like leading a tech company and making tons of money, because that's safe and that's easy. Like that would still come up. It would still keep coming up. And I'm like, where is that coming from? I know in my head, like I'm doing the right thing. It makes sense. And I know in my body, like in my heart, I can feel it in my heart. And that thread goes back to life, multiple lives. But my body just didn't know. And I've had this vision of like seeing all my paintings on the wall at the same time and being with them and touching them and walking through them. There's been a picture like behind the altar in my home of like people walking around big paintings in a gallery. And this is it. Like this is my body starting to know what that's like.
It's starting to feel real.
It's starting to feel real.
So let's just take that in.
Okay.
Here you are in a gallery,
Yeah, I'm actually here.
sitting surrounded by a group of people, a group of beloveds who all know that you're an artist. Who all know that you're an artist. Who all showed up because you're an artist.
Yeah.
Who are all totally okay with the fact that you're an artist. Is everyone here okay with the fact that Jason's an artist? Totally okay with it. Totally okay.
Have I fooled you?
Not fooled that you're not an artist.
Thanks, Carolyn.
Yeah. And it looks like you're still walking.
Yeah.
It looks like you're still breathing. Yeah. And it's starting to feel real.
It's starting to feel real.
Mm-hmm.
In my bones.
So thank you all for receiving this sharing. We also want a chance to hear from you and just hear, is there something of this story that is meaningful to you? Perhaps it solicits something in your own story, or perhaps some way that you've engaged with Jason's journey has meaning for you. So I want to, can we pass around these baskets here? And hopefully there's a card and a pin for everyone. Make sure to grab a pin too. And we're just going to take a few minutes here. And I invite you to write a note about what is meaningful about this journey or this to you. And you could be writing this to Jason. You could be writing it to your own self. You could be writing, you know, what's meaningful to me here is that I feel called to, I dream of, or I'm afraid of. You could be writing that, or you could be writing, way to go, Jason, or you could be writing something else anonymously and we won't even know it's you. So just invite you to take a few minutes and connect in your heart with what is here of meaning for you. And I'm sorry we don't have books to write on, but hope the pins work this way.
Wait, did everyone in?
Can we put past the, thank you. Thank you, dear.
Anne, will you monitor the Facebook Live chat and see if anyone is writing anything to Carolyn's prompt and bring it in if there is?
Maybe just one more minute here. I would love to invite just a few voices to share. Is there anyone in this circle that would like to share what they've written? Yeah.
Hey friends, my name is Mac. I used to be Jason's studio assistant way back when. I haven't seen him in like 6 months, but it's just really amazing to be here and to see what you've created out of the frames that we built together when you were teaching me how to use power tools and teaching me how to stretch canvas. It's so incredible to see everything come out. And I also want to thank you for you being a safe person and for your studio being a safe space for me when the universe was imploding my life and forcing me to breath. So
Thank you, thank you. Anyone else? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a former office thinker, and now Have good days and bad days, right? But I have this artistic outlet that I need,
Mm-hmm.
but there's this fear. So I like write songs, and I'm heavy on lyrics.
Mm.
But there's this fear of sharing it, and I get these outbursts of like, I'll just write like 8 songs in
Wow.
2 days, and then it'll just go away.
Mm.
Leaves for like a year, and it comes back, and so it's hard for me to gain momentum with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it's fear.
We hear you.
Rejection and all of that. So I don't know if that's a question.
It's just exactly what's welcome. And yeah, we see you. We see you. Thank you so much for sharing. It means so much. Yes.
I'm a former engineer and IT professional. I'm a newly artist as well. And I relate 3,000% with every word that was said. And what it came for me was surrendering,
Yeah.
rebirth, awakening, and learning, or this learning, this sense of worthiness
Mm-hmm.
and the abundance that the universe has already placed in our hearts. This is very important. Thank you so much.
2 more.
So Jason, I just want to offer up that the universe doesn't make mistakes. And I think that it's just amazing. Congratulations on your courageous bravery,
Thank you.
because it's a huge leap to be this vulnerable. And I think that your story inspires others to embark upon their journey. And that's an amazing gift. You are an amazing gift. So thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, dear.
I'm Kim. I met Jason first at Slalom when he was a coach. And so I feel like your coaching is a form of art, and your art is a form of coaching all of us through our own journey. So we're
Yeah.
so grateful to see you follow your heart, and I think it inspires all of us to also follow the gifts that we're given and follow our heart as well.
Yeah.
One more from over here. Yes, dear.
So what registers with me is how you were able to find what makes you happy and find a way to incorporate that into everyday life. I had to be downsized from my job to find the permission to give myself to do creativity.
Yeah.
Praise. It's all welcome.
I don't do art. I sell stuff.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love being in my store. I love meeting new people. I love the whole start to finish of being a store owner. And it brings me joy.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I connect with that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, Jason, what did you hear? What did you receive?
What did I hear? What did I receive? That it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary for everybody. That there's value in me being out here doing this and telling people about it instead of just doing it in quiet. That art and coaching isn't everything I do. Like each painting aims to be an entire coaching session in one viewing, and each coaching session is like art in itself, and that I am an artist. I've always been an artist, and I've just been fighting it and being miserable when I'm fighting it and thinking I don't deserve it when I'm not fighting it, and I've always been an artist.
And you deserve to live your most wildly creative, artistic life
You're
as
right.
boldly and as beautifully
Yeah.
as you choose to do.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yes.
That feels
yes.
good.
Can we
feels really
can
good.
we culminate in a little woohoo?
Woo!
Woo! So I'm going to thank you, everyone. So moving to receive your sharings. When we close Circle, I invite you to put your cards in the basket as we close. And Jason, thanks for allowing me to just witness and accompany you in this way. So I want to hand it over to you.
Oh, my turn.
Your turn.
Okay. I didn't get here alone. The show did not go up alone. The multiple years of getting here, it didn't happen alone. The show came together in partnership with Stephanie, right there, Stephanie. And I have this story I'm going to share about Stephanie. I'm going to share a story about Stephanie. I'd gone to India for a month to learn to become a yoga teacher, and I came back, and this consulting business I'd been running for 8 years all of a sudden didn't have any clients. And I got scared, and I came home with an injury, so I couldn't start teaching yoga, and so it was one of those times where the universe just kept taking things away. Like all my contracts went away, the ability to use my body went away because I had done a thing. And my friend Foley set me up on an interview with Stephanie, and the weirdest interview of my whole life. It started with showing up as a house full of people, and then it ended in her backyard, sitting on a bench with our shoes off, holding hands, staring into each other's eyes, talking about the whole world and everything and love and the universe and how it all fits together. And then when I'm leaving, I don't know, 4 hours later on this job interview, I'm saying goodbye, and I'm pretty sure I said it first because I always go first. I said, "I love you." And you said back, "I love you too." And raise your hand if you've ever been on a job interview where the person interviewing you at the end shared, I love you. Okay, well, I took the job. The job happened. I took the job. I didn't know why.
I want to interject. I also said in advance you will both cry, and I was correct.
There was crying. Raise your hand if you and your interviewer have both cried at a job interview. Okay.
Same interview.
A same interviewer, yeah. So I had a feeling that it might be about something other than a job, and it was. And you've been here every single step of the journey, and I have sent you texts every hour of the day at every step of the journey. You've seen every painting in sketch form, in halfway done form, in finished form. You've been there every time I've been crying, every time I've had a success. You've been along the way and you can tell my story unlike any others. You read the whole fucking 600-page book. Thank you. Oh, you've just been there, and I'm so incredibly grateful for all that you've done. Thank you so much. And to everyone else who's helped put on the show, my partner Tunde, wave, hello, hi. And everyone else in the circle has contributed. Lots of people here helped hang the show. I think so many people. I'm not going to name them all right now, but what I am going to do is everyone here gets a gift. I made a painting. I think Tara might have suggested it in my studio weeks ago, maybe only 2 weeks ago. There's a painting made up of 99 smaller paintings. And I did a painting over the whole thing, and then Tunde, it's been a collaboration with her. She helped pick the source material for it, and also told me when to stop painting. It's I need to do a lot more. And she's like, "No, stop right now. That square right there, do not put anything there or I will kill you." She didn't say kill. She doesn't say that. But I didn't, and the painting has been disassembled, again, thanks to Tunde, and signed on the back, and there's a QR code. So you're going to get a painting. It's covered up. Tunde maybe will uncover them. So after this, you're going to pick up a painting. There's 99 of them. And there's a QR code. If you scan the QR code, you'll get to see what the whole painting looks like. Only people who get the small piece will ever know what the whole painting actually looks like.
Cool.
You get to figure out where your piece fits. That's my gift to you for all the energy you gave back to me and supporting me here tonight. It's been so beautiful. Thank you so much. And something else, I don't really do social customs. I'm kind of autistic in that way, but I agree to partake in a custom of some sort that Stephanie's going to tell us about.
So whatever your preference. So Amy and Ron, who are lovely event venue hosts.
Oh my God, the venue, right?
Have been gracious and offered to celebrate with us with a champagne toast or hot tea or hot water, whatever your preference is. They're available. And so as you walk over to take your piece of the mosaic, instead of having a big group toast, I just ask that you connect with someone close to you and share an appreciation as a way of lifting up this evening and the commencement and opening of an artist's journey.
Hey. Oh. And special thanks to the venue, Ron and Amy, who just like catered to all of us and allowed us to like literally hang things from the ceiling and install a 240 square foot like giant billboard in their courtyard. Go see it. It's going to be here for a month. Like they totally love the content of it too. They've been amazing. They host events. Amy's over there. Amy, make yourself known. Like this is an amazing space to have events. It's so cool. So it's.
And so tonight is a pretty low-key evening.
Oh
For those
yeah.
of you who can come and join us tomorrow night, it will be much less low-key. There are 4 different music artists that are also going to participate in creating some backbeat. There will be some music tonight too, but enjoy the art in whatever context and environment you most appreciate that feels free for you. But also, if you like to party, that is what we will be doing tomorrow night.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Great job, Jason.
Thank you. And for everyone listening on the live stream, we're going to leave the live stream going until 10. We're going to move the camera. Mac, who's over there, they are going to lead us around. You can probably hear me but not see me right now. That was so great. Thank you. So good. It was perfect.
I thought it was nice.
There were so many like tangents that were started and comes back. Like I think there's opportunity to like keep talking about that for a really long time.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Anya, will you take a photo of Carolyn and I together? Something I could like put somewhere.
Insane. I feel like I've met you like 100 years ago. Very
Maybe we
weird.
did. Maybe
I
we
have
did.
seen you. I just want to say amazing. You're very courageous.
Thank you.
I relate to that feeling of like unworthiness in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to know that you have it too, and then you still have. Yeah. And there is also a very confronting part of your art, which is a translation of things that I have to work on myself.
Yeah.
So amazing. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
What's your name?
Jimena.
Jimena.
I'm Colombian.
Colombia.
Yeah,
Colombia.
Yeah.
Mi familia, mucho de mi gente son de Guatemala.
Impresionante. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah. So anyways, I'll give you your space.
Thank
but
you so much.
Amazing. Keep doing it. I know you will, but keep doing it.
I will.
Nice to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you. Thank you. Hi. Hi, Katie.
Stephanie's friends.
Oh,
I heard so much
awesome.
about you, and I was just so moved by everything that you've gone through. And
Thank you.
I just respect you. So
I'm gonna let that
I'll give
land.
you a hug. I can put my mask on too, but. And you know what's funny? The first time I met Stephanie, I thought, I love you, and I didn't say it, but I should have. But I should have. So.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay, portrait time. I have like a million of different kinds, and it's just so nice to get your faces. You put your heads just like tilt in towards each other. Almost like just the tips of the tips. Yeah. Oh, hey! Even better.
We're mind melding. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, thanks, Mom.
No, not right now.
Very inspiring.
Hi, thank you so much for coming.
I didn't know what to expect, but, and I'm not really an artist, but your story was very inspiring.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you were here to hear it.
Thank you.
It makes me want to keep making art and keep telling people about what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So glad you're here.
Yeah.
I am. Thank you.
Jason, I've shared with you about Amy and about Jenny. But I also know that I've never seen either of their faces. And so Amy is someone that I've only known for a little while. But I met her in a context where just her openness and warmth and just how genuine, very authentic she is really, and she's made a lot of very courageous decisions in her life. Very special to me.
Oh.
And Jenny, whose daughter is a good friend of Allie's, which we did not know.
Oh.
So what happened
A few days ago.
her daughter was with me, with Allie. And Amy was texting me, talking about a friend that she wanted to bring, and it turned out to be Lily's mom, who was with me in the moment.
Oh, wow. That's a synchronicity.
Artist.
And her father's an artist? Wow. Was.
And both of you have that shared experience as well.
Actually,
That's
my
so
dad
cool.
paints as well.
Your dad paints?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, I wish he would do it more.
Yeah.
Because he's retired and he has time, but he's getting too old, and he just, he just doesn't do it anymore. But I really want to encourage him. Thank you for sharing. He does pastel painting.
Oh, wow.
Scenery and
Scenery and floral?
yeah.
Yeah.
But this actually reminded me that, my dad is an artist. I need to tell him he needs to paint.
Going from not painting to starting to paint again,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah. But hopefully he starts again.
Yes.
I think everyone should make art.
Right. Yeah. It is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Actually, my late husband,
Yeah.
he passed away a few years ago, but he was a businessman. But he also, I would say that he's an artist too.
Oh, wow.
He started to work from home before a long time ago, maybe 5-6 years ago. And he had an office at home.
Okay.
So when he has meeting, he has just shut the door. And then, but also when he's painting, he shut the door. So my daughter gave him a always
Yeah.
so his door is always closed. So I never saw him painting. But it turned out, one day he just called me. Jenny, come into the room and look at my art. And then I saw just like huge. It's not as big as yours.
Yeah.
It's just like a bit smaller. So he has a stand.
Okay.
A stand in his
Yeah.
office. And he said, you can't, you don't look at the art so close. You have to step back.
Yeah.
And he's painting like all the nature stuff, like sunset and sunrise and the flowers as well. Because we used to live in Singapore, and he likes to run from our apartment to the botanical garden. So he just paints everything what he saw. And
Yeah.
also in Singapore, it's a tropical country, and we have lots of gators, or the smoking toadette, like little creatures that crawling on the wall and the ceiling. So he's painting everything about that.
Wow.
Yeah, and also we have 3 girls, and he
And
makes
this was your late husband,
this
right?
was my late husband, and we have 3 girls, and then he uses their names to create a painting with their name on it, but it's really in a very artistic way.
And you still have all of his work?
Yeah, so all the painting, I was telling Stephanie that all the painting in my house are from him.
A toothpick
Yeah,
for the detail?
toothpick. Yeah, to dip on all the material.
Yeah,
What do you call that?
the ink,
acrylic?
paint,
Yeah,
ink,
the ink,
paint.
yeah, the ink pen, and just like dot, every dot
Wow.
on the painting. It take I think it takes also train his patience. I think yeah, it take a long time
Yeah.
for him to finish that. So it was really unique. He self-taught, and I think for him it's also a release
Yeah.
from stress and everything. It's very like a what do you call it? Therapeutic.
Therapeutic. Very therapeutic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's so cool you have his work. My late wife, who passed away 9 years ago, she was a photographer, and we still have a lot of her photos. It's just, it's so nice
It's just
to
so
have
nice
that.
to see those work, right? And then you just you
Yeah.
come and see them every day. Right. Good job.
Yes, please. Hi.
I was watching you, and I was like watching the energy radiate off of you.
Yeah.
And I just wanted you to know how loved you are and what a gift you truly are.
Woo!
Because,
Yeah.
Because we doubt it.
We doubt it. I doubt it all the time.
Well,
Thank you for letting me know.
And you can't. Well, if I don't tell you, you're not going to tell yourself. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
I'm so glad you're here.
No, thank you. And I think about my morning pages every day. I don't write them yet, but I'm getting there. I left AB.
Whoa.
So my journey
Whoa.
is in process. My journey is in process.
Do you have support?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a coach, therapist, something? Or you have support?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, 100%.
All right.
And I feel like once you get through the 6-month mark, things start becoming less about like your trauma and more about your future.
Yeah, I can see that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, or that's true for me.
Yeah.
So it's definitely more about like what's next. So why is he dancing over here?
He's going to take Carolyn home. She doesn't have a car today, so I think he's hovering to. I think that's why.
Excited?
Yeah, so it's
Are you excited or are you anxious?
not
Honestly.
anxious anymore. I'm kind of just melting right now.
Good.
Melting. Thank you.
Good. Oh, this is Carlton. Carlton.
Hey,
this is
Carlton.
Jason.
Hey, Jason.
How are you?
Good to meet you, Carlton.
That was really inspirational. I like
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Yeah, like get intimate with the work, get close to it, touch it if you want to touch it, make up stories about it. See, yeah.
Yeah, I want to read the statement too. I want to see how that ties in with the messaging that you're talking about.
Yeah, check it out. And find my Instagram. There's like 25 versions of that. It seems to always change. So
I follow Jason and I try to love on what you post.
Thank
and
you.
send you energies.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
All right. Enjoy
I'm
your
gonna play
night.
on a bathroom break. That's what's happening right now.
Take a break, right? Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna happen.
There's a line.
Yes.
Oh, there's oh good.
There are people coming in.
Yes. It was good, right? It's awesome. Oh, I'm gonna take off my mic and use the bathroom.
Yeah. That's probably good to relieve yourself. But my heart's in there. Today I've lived in a lot of fear in a lot of ways. Beyond anything we need to talk about right now. The conversation basically brought me to how do you make fear a friend and how do you welcome it and how do you come through it. I mean, I had a couple hard moments there where again, it's like, it's consuming me. So it's like, so anyways, it's how do you meet it and go with it? And so
Meet it,
that's
meet
where I
your
was.
friend.
You'll know when you see my card. That's the summary of it. It's like, that's where I was.
I'm gonna check it out. And if you want to talk about fear sometime, we should like hop on a Zoom or take a walk.
Yeah, I wasn't strong enough to talk about it live just because of a variety of reasons, but it's on the card. But yeah, I appreciate the offer and I will probably take it.
Take me up on it.
So, good
Thank
job.
you, Jeremy.
Congratulations, man.
Oh, it worked. I'm trying to take it off before I go to the bathroom.
Okay, I just want to tell you
fully introduced us.
That's so interesting.
I thought that's how you two knew.
We met at a called Stone Spiral.
And she's like, I have to introduce you to people. And she was just like, I don't want these people. I don't think I want to work for the people you know. And she,
Did you say that?
yes. She said something like, I don't know what she said, but it landed really good. She said something like, wake the fuck up and listen to me. It was kind of like what she said, but it landed like, yes, I do want to listen to you. Like, I hate to get kicked in the ass and not always see things from my own perspective in my own box. So I was like, I so appreciate that you said that.
She has a wide. I feel like congratulations. This is awesome. How do you feel?
I'm vibrating. I feel happy. I feel calm. It feels very real now. Yeah.
You're an artist.
What do you like?
What do I like?
Or better question, what do you hate?
Okay, I'm not going to answer. I don't really, I honestly
You might.
when I'm looking around here, I don't see anything else.
Have you been outside? There's one of the paintings was too big to fit in the gallery, so I had to put it outside.
I haven't seen it.
Ryan, you came! Thank you for coming. So we were talking about what paintings we like and what paintings we hate. Any haters or likers?
Such a loaded question.
I get joy when people hate them and when they like them.
I really like this one. If I was looking at that one, and
Yeah.
I also like that one. That one's really cool. Like a little 5-point star.
Yeah.
That's cool.
My absolute favorite is your red one in the corner.
That one is that.
The red
The
one.
red, yeah. Oh my God.
As far as like, from what I saw online, capturing expression, yes. That
I
one.
can't really pick like a favorite. I think they're all like. I've also like not been here long enough to like
Take them all in.
decide. Yeah.
Still doing a walkthrough.
What'd you say?
Still doing the walkthrough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has there been any trending of favorites?
The one that Kelly over there who's standing up, Kelly's looking at, that tends to be a favorite. Pensive Power. The green background, the girl with the yellow shirt and the green background, that's a favorite.
I don't know if I saw the whole series, or maybe just saw it.
What's that?
I don't know if I saw the whole series online, and I'm gonna go check them out. Because I know I saw the red one.
I'm so glad you both are here. Thank you so much for coming out. I want to mingle around. Hi. Very well. Thank
Very
you.
well. I'm
Thank you for
John. Nice to
coming.
meet you.
These are all my paintings.
They're awesome.
Thank you.
That
Silver.
right there, straight ahead, that one.
Yeah.
Is incredible.
Thank you so much.
The way that art, to me, what transcends that piece more than any one of your other pieces is that when I look at it, it doesn't appear as art to me. It appears to me.
Tell me
as
more.
if I'm looking at someone through my mind's eye or through some sort of limited window, and maybe I've dropped acid or something.
Yeah.
And the depth of perception to the right so contrasts to how close her face is that it gives
Yeah.
so much detail back behind it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if that is
In front of or behind.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that is, remember, I'm 42. I remember when TVs used to go gray, like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
would
that
fuzz out.
fuzz, yeah.
I don't know if that's a TV fuzzing out and you're actually trying to see through the fuzz of a channel, and it's a world behind
Yeah.
it, like some
Yes.
sort of Mars world, and it's some sort of like metaphoric river that has a different power.
It's so beautiful.
Oh my
So much of my work comes and is about that liminal space between the waking life and the dream life. And there are things that are both like in this world and not in this world. So there's times when it looks like something is coming forward and going backwards at the same time. It's so cool that you saw that.
I don't know if this is the only one that, I think honestly the only one that immediately grabbed me and said that, and she said that that's her favorite. Initially
yeah.
it's between this one and that one. The other one over here was mine at first until I really
With
studied
the yellow?
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the one to the left of that one?
I did.
You gotta go up on stage, Cole.
I did. I went up there and I was looking at all of them, and then I walked around and looked at the rest of them because I was like so transfixed on that one.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's the
And it
one-
looks different in different lights too,
Oh my
because it's
God.
so reflective.
Okay, so the Matrix
Yeah.
is hands down.
I see the Matrix in that. Oh yeah,
Yes. So I don't know if maybe subliminally that's what spoke to me.
It might have been.
And she looks like the Animatrix. If you got the box set, you got the Animatrix, and you got, Revolutions, and you got Reloaded, and just the Matrix. And she literally looks like the Animatrix.
Yeah.
And she looks like she's trying to tell me something about.
I had no idea all this was in this painting. I paint these paintings, I have no idea why.
It's incredible.
I don't even know what I'm doing and when I'm making them. And then someone like you tells me what it's about for you. This is why I do this. There's messages in these paintings, not for me, it's for other people.
Your the way you paint, and you have such a different way in which you paint all of them.
Yeah.
Some of them have such such detail.
Yeah.
Some other ones you really gotta pay attention to.
Yeah.
Not necessarily what you're trying to say, but what it means through my eyes, I guess.
Anya?
It's intense, man.
Did you see the one outside?
I have not.
You gotta go out there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I told you that thing that might be my favorite.
You gotta look at it, and you gotta keep looking at it, and you gotta think about anatomy, and then it all comes together, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check it out.
I will,
Thanks for
bud.
coming.
Thank you.
How you doing?
My head kind of hurts, but I'm fine.
Are you, you've done all the things I really wanted you to do.
Right.
So I love that you're here, and if you want to cut out at any point, that's okay with me. Load up on eating all the appetizers. They'll bring out more food once we eat it, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if they will. But anyway, eat the food. I paid for it. If you're still hungry, you can get something on the way home, or order something. You can even order a pizza if you want.
What is the plan? I'm riding home with you and Tunde, or just
How many cars are here?
your car is here and Tunde's car is here?
Oh, I can get a ride home. You can go on your own if you want to, or you can wait here until we're all done. Those are your two options.
So there's no problem if I take the car home.
No, I can get a ride, guaranteed. Yeah.
I might do that then because I'm not feeling well.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm okay with that.
Are you sure there's no problems, nothing?
No problems at all. You could help me with a couple things. You could bring those tripods over here. That'd be helpful. Mac got overcome by social anxiety and left.
Alright.
They've been spending a lot of time solo. Will you get a picture of me and my son? Will you take your mask off momentarily? Say, I love Dad. Say, I got into Rhodes College today. Say, I hate Dad. Thank you.
I love myself.
Oh, I love yourself too. Thank you.
I want a picture with you because we're literally coordinating.
Oh my God, yeah. Who can take that?
No, I can actually set a timer.
Okay, we could also get somebody to take it.
We could, true. Could you take a photo of us? It's literally just that button and just how you focus.
Hey. Okay.
Moving tomorrow.
You came even though you're moving. Are you open to hugging? What do you want?
What is this?
This is a double fist bump.
Oh.
It's better than a single fist bump.
Okay. I like it.
You're moving tomorrow. Yes. You're gonna be in Salt Lake soon?
In a month.
In a month.
It's going to Denver. Denver.
Enjoy.
It's going to be a nomad.
Enjoy.
I'm a digital nomad.
Go tell him a proper goodbye. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for this is gorgeous. It was really gorgeous. It was very well curated too, I noticed.
Did you see the sign with Tande's name on it?
No, I didn't.
There's a sign with her name with curator credit. It is, I don't know where it is. It's
She told
either,
me she got credited.
it might be, it's somewhere.
See the credit.
There's two big, there's a sign, as you walk in, there's also a sign outside. It's on one of those two. Might be the sign outside.
Okay.
Bye, thanks you for coming. Oh, we're gonna get a picture together.
Is this okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Make
good.
it on that side because it's very like. Here, help support me though, in case I fall. Yeah, and then I'll bring it up. Hold on. Help support me like.
How you want?
Go around the top, there. Okay.
You're badass.
It's the outfit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Flexible.
Oh my God, look at you. Thank you.
Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the Dropbox.
Great, that's perfect.
Oh, that's really artsy. I think your son
Oh, it
did that
is.
one.
Head out, but I'll see you later tonight.
Cool, fist bump. Make sure you eat real food tonight.
Make something when I get home.
Okay. Sarah, it's good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for inviting us.
Good to
Sorry,
meet you.
I didn't ask if it was okay to hug you.
Help me with, will you
Nathan.
introduce?
Nathan.
Nathan.
Yes.
Good to meet you. I have seen you once upon a time on a Zoom in the
Oh,
background
Yeah.
a couple
That's
years
it?
ago. Thanks for coming.
No, thank you for
Did you see all the
invite.
artwork?
Yeah. So it looks like it's mostly 2021, 2022.
Correct.
Very prolific.
Thank you. You should see all the stuff we didn't fit on the wall.
Oh, really? There's
Yeah,
more?
there's more. Thank
so are
you.
you rotating the exhibit then, or?
No. This is the right show for this. This is like Tunde in the red skirt there helped me curate it. I think it's really good. And yeah, thank you for coming.
No, no problem.
Did you look outside? There's painting outside too. It's too big to fit in the gallery.
Okay. So where
Really
do you
big.
go on the outside? Where the people
Yeah.
are going by the
Yep,
door?
over
Okay.
there. Cool.
We're actually saying that we don't know what art to see these days in
Yeah.
St. Louis. We feel like we've seen everything, and so that was perfect.
This is
perfect
different,
timing.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Good to meet you.
Is the coaching doing well?
I'm mostly doing this.
Really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I'm doing some coaching. I just
But that's more that's your path.
I'm doing both at the same time. I'm doing this thing it's like I'm doing 10 commissioned portraits this year.
Okay.
That also includes a 3-month coaching engagement.
Okay.
So it's coaching plus portraits together.
With the book, I forgot her name, but The Artist Way?
No, we're not doing artist way. It's like more like context coaching.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm up to. It's good. Thank you. Me too. I thought you were leaving St. Louis. Did you leave St. Louis?
That's a plan, but
Cool. After the world goes back to normal.
What's
After the world goes back to normal.
Oh, not even.
No.
It's about opportunity.
What?
Opportunity. And whatever the universe
Yeah.
decides to send it our way. But yeah. So, all right, we're gonna go see outside. Great
Good luck.
seeing you.
Hi. I'm great. It was so nice having you in that circle. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
good. I appreciate you so
So
much.
good.
Isn't it?
Someone just told me that when she walked through the door, she felt immersed in your work.
Good job.
I was like, oh, goodness. That feels good. How are you feeling?
Good. Good.
People are really loving this work.
Thank you for telling me. I feel hungry. That is also true.
You feel hungry?
Yeah.
Do you want some food?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's get some. Do you want some of the finger food here or like healthy, like whole fruit or trail mix or something?
Do you wanna? I want to introduce some people from the Poly group who came.
Okay.
Do you want that?
Do you want to introduce me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to introduce? Do you want to meet my partner? This is my partner Tunde.
Hello.
These are the folks from the Poly group that I mentioned.
Oh, cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I appreciate your group.
Are you in the group?
What did you say?
Are you part of the group?
I am, yeah. It's under my stage name, Orchada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen that name. Excellent. It's lovely to meet you.
Cool.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you. I'm gonna get some food. Did you try one of these? They're really good. You can eat one outside. Amazing.
I'm gonna take two.
Jason, this is a really cool idea.
Thank you. I had help with it.
We found it, our pieces.
Oh, cool. You found them already?
Yeah. It's amazing. It's a great idea.
Thank you so much. It was a group effort.
Yeah, amazing.
Thank you.
What tea are you drinking?
Rooibos, herbal tea.
Okay.
Yeah. How are you liking the show? Did you get to see everything?
Yeah.
Did you go outside?
Yes, that's
Good.
incredible. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'll go
Mhm. Hi. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, your work is amazing.
Thank you.
My
Hi.
daughter Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. Good to meet you.
You are so talented. She has
Thank you.
such an appreciation for art, so she's going through your paintings, being like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this! It's so incredible. I
Thank
love
you.
your work so much."
Thank you so much. What is there any that you hate? Is there any that you love? I like.
Okay, this one right here, the faceless pain.
Yeah.
That one is insane.
Okay, come. How many faces can you find in the painting? You might have to step back a bit. I see like 3 or 4. One person said they saw 11. I'm not sure. They must be very imaginative.
This is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah. That one's called In Space, I'm a Long Way from Home. And after I painted it, I thought it was horrible and I wanted to destroy it. But I didn't. Yeah, I didn't destroy it because I made a rule for myself, which was and any painting I do deserves to live for at least a year. And then I was so depressed afterwards, I couldn't get off the couch for 3 days. And I didn't know why. And then like the next week, Stephanie came by the studio and looked at it, and she did this thing like she got really quiet, and then she started crying. And then 2 days later, my partner Tunde, she came to the studio, looked at it, and started crying. Like, there's been someone else who also looked at it and started crying. For me, it's about loneliness, and I think like this really big wave of like sadness and depression just like came through me onto that painting, and that's why I like couldn't get off the couch for 2 days afterwards.
And you figured that out as it impacted others.
6 months later until I figured out what happened. I like that one a lot.
She very much appreciates your shading and color, the color that the naked eye does not see.
Yeah. Oh, come look at this one.
I would love to learn how to paint like this. I have tried to, but I'm super literal when I do it, and I'm super like defined in the lines. But you were able to like.
You see all the colors in the eye? Like from like back here, just like it's like, oh, that's an eye, and it's kind of like dark on the sides and like there's some highlights. But if you get close, it's like I don't know, like 20 different colors just in that top eyelid.
Colors together too. Like they're not like you're. I don't know. I guess you're stereotypical blending, but you still made them go together so well.
Thank you.
I don't know how to describe it. Sorry.
It's
I really
an appreciation for your brush strokes, and one of the paintings that's on this wall in the stage.
Yeah, that one.
Such an appreciation for that technique. You are so talented. Yeah, this is.
Thank you so much.
Having known you from the tech space, like I can't even believe this is like in you.
I like forgot, yeah. And I don't know, a year and a half ago, I had never painted a realistic portrait in my life. I had done art school, and I'd done like a lot of like figure drawing. I'd done a lot of abstract painting, but I hadn't done like anything like that. And I watched like a 6-hour video course on how to paint portraits. And then I decided I'm gonna paint one portrait a day, every day for like a week. That was these actually. I did, and I picked myself because I don't want to like ruin anyone else's face. I just did one a day. Each of these took a couple hours. I would just like focus on one thing. I was only using like 3 colors. And just figuring out how to make it work. Yeah, I just kept doing one a day, and it just like, and I wasn't, because I knew I had to finish it quickly, I wasn't attached to it being good. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to be good. I'm only going to spend like 4 hours on it, and I have to do a new one tomorrow anyway. Let's just finish it. I don't know. And then a few weeks later, like I got better portraits.
The fact that you did this in a year and a half.
Yeah.
18 months.
Yeah. And there's like 40 paintings that they couldn't fit here. Yeah.
So you picked your favorite. Oh my gosh, is the one behind the bar yours too?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you. That one's called Queen of Laser Light Death.
Okay. I didn't even realize there was one out here.
There's one outside?
Yeah. Take a long time looking at it. it's not, yeah, just take a long time. It's not readily apparent, like what everything that's happening, but after you watch it for a while, it all makes sense.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
It was nice.
Nice meeting you too. Are you painting?
A little. I'm okay at it.
Will you follow me on Instagram and then message me so I can follow you back?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm following him, so I'll show you.
It's right there.
Yeah, I just started painting about a year ago, so I'm alright.
Good. How are you? You look high as fuck, are you?
Oh, as fuck.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much for recognizing my highness, Dave.
I want to see that one first, and then we'll go outside and see the one behind the bar.
Want that at some point I get a picture with you before I go I'll
Yeah.
take the picture.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get Anya, the photographer and Payne, to be here to do it. Will you get a picture with my friend from Seattle? What painting do you want to be in front of? Your choice. Be greedy.
The one of you or this one? This one's, I like this one.
The cat?
Yeah, the cat one.
Yeah. Me too. You want mask on or mask off?
Are you okay with it off?
Yeah. Wait, I don't want this key. I'll put it behind my back. Did you get what you wanted?
What's that?
Did you get what you wanted?
Yes, thank you.
Cool. She'll send them to me and I'll get it to you somehow.
Awesome. Are you enjoying it?
A lot.
Yeah.
You came to the talk. How was that talk?
It was beautiful. Oh yeah, it was awesome. I just loved hearing you talk about how you came to this point. I'm gonna just grab my stuff.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know, every time, when you talked about surrender, she brought that up. That's the word that came up for me even yesterday when you were doing the creativity play lab, and I was walking around and I was like, what's my creativity during this 40, 50 minutes? And it was like trying to find inspiration through what you do and your work, and the word that came up for me was surrender, and it's like your invitation to come back to trusting in what you know, and that came up for me again today because I noticed myself always getting back into fear, and seeing you move through life the way you are right now is like a continual invitation to surrender and to trust, and I just love that, and I feel that in your work. It's like the other part of what I feel in your work for me is like, for me it's the creative energy that's in me and the sensuality that's in me, and that is like so represented in the color, the messiness, everything, and I'm like, I see that one in me.
Yeah.
And it makes me ask that question, and I wrote it in there, like, what happens if I was to allow my passion to come through without filter, without that critic, without the apology often that comes through my voices, and
Or what would it be like to let it come through with it?
Oh.
Welcoming it.
Yeah, I haven't even explored that part of it. Yeah.
Bring it along.
But
Make a
yeah,
painting
what
about that.
happens if it comes through? Yeah, and it's just that's why I don't know. I just feel so much appreciation and attraction to what you do and who you are because of that, and and I feel a lot of joy for the fact that you bring that to people, you bring that invitation.
Bye, Joe. Bye, Thank you for coming. Thank you. Yeah, I'll see you. Thank you for coming. Bye. Hi.
I wanted to show you my art.
Oh, wow.
I'm an abstract artist. So I'm Colombian.
I like
I have
it.
like American citizenship. I'm an engineer.
Tell me about this.
And I have a computer science. So this piece is called Ego.
Yes.
And I like title it, mine is called Aurora. I talk to my ego.
Yeah.
We talk a lot. She wants to hide. She wants to be in her cave.
Yeah. In her cave.
And she also wants like to just do what she wants to do, which is like you're unworthy. Remember, it's good to not show who you are.
Yeah.
It's better to be
Because it's
hiding.
unsafe, you'll get hurt.
But I have a lot of love and compassion for her. So I talked to her and I said, like, girl, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the courageous thing, which is this. It's
Yeah.
creating. It's
It's
creating.
really beautiful.
And then,
Show me more.
yeah.
Did you get your scarf?
Yes, I got my scarf. I'm missing one basket. I'm not speaking it.
Okay.
And if you're on your Facebook or if you do Instagram of my part with you, just put my name there. You know, Carolyn is a spiritual guide in our area.
Who are you? Because I took a picture and I'd love to tag you.
Just to put my email address.
Email address.
Oh,
okay.
you don't have Instagram? I get
I
that.
don't even know how it works. And
Yeah, don't have it.
But he knows my email address. So
Okay.
if you want to just put that on the Facebook
Yes.
Live or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is so sweet. I just found my basket. I
Your
enjoyed
pastor?
it. My basket.
Your basket. Oh, good.
Thank you. It's sweet.
You're
So
welcome.
good.
Thank you for coming and staying.
You were like the best orchestrator of his conversation to let him like show his lights and his greatness. It was amazing.
She has a gift. She's
Yeah,
amazing.
you do. Well, so you do too. The two of you are awesome. I may talk to you in some capacity. I sold this collection. It was 111 pieces.
Whoa. Is this digital?
I mean NFT.
NFT. Good.
Should I hide?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So I do NFTs.
Kick ass.
And I think you should do too.
I-
if you are not.
Help me.
You don't.
I've made a few, but I don't understand the market yet.
No, but it does. You just have to like put
Do
yourself
it.
out there.
Put it out there.
And fucking do it. Same thing
Yeah.
that you do with the creation, same thing with NFTs. But I'm 100% I have a podcast. This
Of course
is
you do.
all, listen.
Wait, I have to follow you.
I already did. I follow you already. Come to the podcast, come to the Twitter Spaces, talking Twitter Spaces. We'll have like a 1 hour spotlight of you.
Yes.
And that's the beginning, but that doesn't,
I'm a yes. Let's do that. I
Yeah.
want that. I like all collaborations. Let me.
Yeah. So Jimena, okay, here. I lost my mask. I'm sorry if I'm giving you COVID. Yeah, that's me. You have Twitter? You have to.
I do. I don't go there much.
That's where like the NFT stuff happens, though.
Okay. That's a reason to put my energy there.
You do. Yeah. More than Instagram.
Okay.
If in the NFT world, you know. So.
That's so pretty.
I did this for Ukraine, and I donated that 100% proceedings to them.
Very nice.
And then I'd love to highlight womanhood and Hispanic. I speak Spanish. I'm from
Yeah.
Colombia.
Beautiful.
And so, yeah.
Hispanic women in NFT.
But
That's so
like,
beautiful.
literally, like the origins of my work are like kind of that.
Uh-huh.
I just did like a more cohesive collection, like for femininity and stuff. And so that's why all these like look alike, but it's because they belong to one story of femininity and
So
that kind of
pretty.
stuff. But
Thank you for putting your work into the world.
and then this is a 3D collaboration that I did with a 3D artist.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Take a picture with this.
Oh yes, yes.
Just connect with me. I love to connect with you. You're like awesome. You're
Yeah,
like
let's
the chef.
connect. Let's do your podcast. I mean, yes.
Come.
Okay.
We
Yes.
like basically like schedule something on Twitter Spaces.
Okay.
So you have to have a Twitter account.
I have a Twitter
We come,
account, yeah.
We talk for 1 hour. We
Yeah.
record that conversation. Super organic. I
Yeah.
don't plan it. If you have like a work like NFT that you wanna
Promote.
I'm all totally all for promotion
Okay.
of your work. And then we like, but yeah, this is what you did. exactly my ethos. I love that.
Awesome.
So, like, let's connect.
I want that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Done. I'll text you and
Okay.
we'll coordinate it.
Cool. I'm gonna send my assistant a note so I don't forget.
I need to like talk to you about assistant and people
Oh my
helping
goodness, it's so
because
good.
I'm fucking dying. Can't do this shit.
She's great.
I
She's
need
great.
like assistance in this shit.
We should talk about that too.
Yeah, let's coach me on that. You coach me on that.
Okay.
Fucking help me. Anyways, you're awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
Your work is great, by the way.
Thank you.
She wanted to know
Hi.
if she could get a picture with you.
Yes, let's do it. Where?
In front
Where's
of
your
her
favorite? Show me your favorite. Oh my goodness, it's so good.
Trying to like think about what it could be about. Like
Tell me.
getting abused.
Tell
Because that
me more.
doesn't look like her gun.
Yeah.
One eye is bloody.
Yeah.
A little blood down here, blood in the nose.
Oh yeah, the
So,
blood. You see
yeah,
blood. This is so
that
cool.
too.
What else do you see?
She's sort of like okay with it though.
Yeah.
Submissive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it very much.
Good.
Am
Yeah.
I missing your whole vision completely?
You got it dead on. I mean, the blood part wasn't there. It's titled "Ecstasy is Necessary." Yeah. Yeah. You see it.
Yes.
Yes. It's so that like that space. That space.
You nailed it.
Yeah. Submissive, erotic, sexual, some pain, letting go and floating away. Yeah.
I like it very much.
Fuck yeah. Let's get some pictures.
All right.
Where do you want to be?
Are we good with no masks?
We're okay because it's like a little bit apart.
Right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I have an idea for one. Will you stand here?
Yes.
Okay. I want to put my hand on your head. Do you want that?
Yeah.
Okay, like this. How's this? Is this okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
They are all lovely.
Thanks for coming. You're welcome. It's my sister-in-law. Steph. Hi, it's so good to see you. I'm guess. 3 guesses on how I am.
Elated.
Yes.
Over. Not as
No, not anymore.
Sweet.
Not anymore.
That was yesterday?
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leaf, I've heard a lot about you from
I've heard about
Tunde,
you as well.
but I don't think we've met before.
I don't think we have.
Sorry about that. I guess I could have introduced you.
I feel introduced.
Times are weird.
Yeah. How are you?
Well, how are you? Looks good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
This is great.
I love seeing that painting I did forever ago in the background of some of your photos
Yeah.
of your space. And you guys live in like a firehouse now.
Yeah.
I was like stalking that space for like a decade. This has been there, and now you have it.
Yeah. You should come over
So
sometime.
cool. Okay.
Yeah, anytime.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Have you been outside?
Yes. That painting's amazing, but it's very cold out there.
It's very cold. Did you see how it was put together?
I did not go and look around the thing.
It was a project. We were having some issues.
Oh.
And Tunde kept saying, I know someone who's a fabricator. His name is Leaf. You know Lorelei.
Yeah,
His
you
name is
could
Leaf.
have just.
Reach out.
Yeah.
But they.
How is it attached? You don't know.
Lots of 2x4s and aluminum truss. And then steel cables tied off to the rings in the masonry used for holding up wedding tents.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah.
And I had to waterproof the whole thing. It's an oil painting.
What's
It's
that?
an oil painting, but I had to like waterproof it because it's
To
going to
be
be out there for a
outside.
month.
Oh, shit.
It's too big to fit in here.
Yeah. Not quite tall.
Almost. I'm so glad you came out. Thank you. I'm so glad you came.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Is there anything you hate? I love it when people hate my work. Because they feel I love like causing a reaction.
I don't think there's anything I hate. This one I don't necessarily like her eyes.
Yeah.
I feel like that would give me nightmares.
People tell me that they get nightmares from that.
Yeah. Were you having a lot of nightmares when you painted it?
I love it. I hang it in my bedroom when it's not here.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the eyes. It's very
Yeah.
intense. So intense.
For me, it feels a little bit like an android with fake eyes.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. That's better. I just felt like she knew things. Like knew things that she shouldn't know.
Which one do you love?
I like these three. All of them.
Thanks.
They're so good. And the ones of you I like because, you know.
There's a lot of me. I'll take a photo of my friend Stephanie. In her genius over there. That's what she does. She's so great. I'm gonna go get some food. Okay.
It was really good seeing
I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. No. Photo, then eat.
Are you cute? Oh, okay.
We always do art first.
Oh, okay, fine.
Try to
What are we doing?
Yay! So excited.
Thanks, Heather.
Amazing. Is that yours? Oh, yours, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you.
I thought you saw him open it. I was like, and I'm like, be in the picture. I love this.
What I love most about this one is that it changes throughout the day. So if it's hung near a window, like at different times of day it looks completely different because of all the reflective paint on it. This is like gold paint.
No, I can see that.
And it makes me want to cry.
It's beautiful. Well, I have a daughter, and I don't know why, but every time I look at this, I just think of my daughter.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
probably because there's a young girl.
Yeah.
But also because I don't know, it's just looking out into the world and creating whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were thinking when you created this.
I love that. I love that impression of it. Most of the time,
Go eat. Go have
okay, I'm gonna eat. Most of the time, I have no idea why I'm painting something, and then someone looks at it and it says, "Oh, they're looking out, and they're thinking of all the possibilities that they can." And then I'm like, "Oh, that's what it means." Then someone else says something different. I'm like, "Oh, that's what it means too." And I come to realize that my paintings have messages in them for people I haven't met yet. And I do things like host a show like this, produce it, and pay for it, and all that, so that more people, so you can have that experience of seeing it, and then you see something in the work. 'Cause my paintings aren't for me; they're for other people who are gonna see something in it that they most need.
Right, it's what everyone's feeling and what they need in their life.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost amazing.
Thank
I think
you.
this evening has just changed my life. I know that might sound corny, but no, it's amazing. I think you wanted it. Yeah. Eat it. Go eat.
I'm gonna eat.
say thank you for a great show.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I enjoy your work. Very good.
Thank you so much. What do you like?
I like this is like these.
Isn't that what
I like
nice?
your self-portraits over there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I made those self-portraits when I was learning how to do oil painting portraits.
Yeah.
That was my first time.
Yeah.
I did one a day for 7 days.
Oh wow.
And then when I was like, oh, I figured this out. Good to see you too. When I was like, that was a sign to me, like maybe I should do more portraits because I learned how to do portrait painting in like a week. Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, no, very good, very good.
Did you make it outside to see the big one? It's
Yeah,
cold.
yeah.
Okay,
It's
good.
How long did it take you to paint that?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
It was longer. So, anyway, I'll let you have your
Thank
food.
you so much.
It's a great show. I wish you all the success.
Appreciate it so much. Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Jason, I love the overalls. You still riding a bike?
No. I haven't even been back on a bicycle.
Really?
Since my wreck. No. I'm done. My wrists don't work anymore. I don't even think I could. Even if I wanted to.
It took me, I think, 8 years to get back on a motorcycle after my wreck.
8?
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah. How are you now? What's going on?
Good. Yeah. Spent 2 years at Centene. I'm at a small consultancy now. So,
Cool.
Yeah, just enjoying life. When did you start all this?
About 18 months ago.
Okay.
Quit slalom.
Yeah.
Started painting, drawing, doing a lot more coaching, and then just been doing this.
Like art coaching or what kind of coaching?
Life coaching, leadership coaching.
Interesting.
Yeah, like through like a conscious leadership group, 15 commitments of conscious leadership. I just got certified. It's just like a year-long program, super intense.
Yeah. Your boy is junior now, right?
Senior.
Senior year. Okay. Has he picked out a college yet?
He just got accepted to a college he wanted to go to tonight.
Nice.
So I think he'll probably go there if we can pull off the money.
Yeah. Where do you get accepted?
Rhodes College in Memphis.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like a small liberal arts.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Does he know what he wants to do?
He wants to be a psychiatrist.
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. Hi, thank you. Remember when we were in the studio and you're like, we should do a thing with like pieces and parts.
I'm very proud of you. Congratulations.
It happened.
I
That
know.
one.
that's what I'm
You were
cheering for
inspiration.
you.
Cheers.
Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
This is like.
Thank you. Thank you. Look what we did. Look what. Yeah, we. It's a we. It's all a we.
You just feel like a sense of like you can breathe a little bit or no?
I feel really present. I feel here. I feel people's energy. I feel like there was a lot of work to get here. It's the right amount of work. It feels really good. I think I'm supposed to be right here, right now.
Well, it turned out really well.
Thank you. Thank you for all the help.
Oh my god, I didn't do anything. I literally hung out with you for an afternoon.
Did some things.
I hung out with you for an afternoon. You made magic.
Someone said, this night has totally changed my life.
Aww.
That's right. Happy dance.
That's special.
So good.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
What do you either like or hate? There's enough variety that you can have one of each.
I like that it's portraits and their eyes because I like there's humanity behind it.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like I'm looking into somebody's eye right there. I can't say I hate anything, honestly. To be honest with you, this is the first outing that my husband and I have taken in 2 years.
hear you. I've been to workshops for trainings, and I've been to museums,
Yeah.
but it's like my third thing like this that I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't hate anything. I was like, I honestly this afternoon, and to be frank with you, my kids' spring break is next week, and I was like, oh my gosh, Jason's art gallery is this weekend. And so I quick went on the link and got thing, and then got the kids taken care of, and then Tim and I both got tickets, and yes, there's nothing that I hate about this. It's a beautiful gathering, and I'm so glad. Honestly, I truly believe what I said. Your coaching is art, and your art is coaching.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have found what your heart is called to do is going to help so many people.
Yeah. I agree.
I hope that you are just relishing in this moment and like carrying it forward.
I am.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something.
Yes.
So you might know already, but I just finished a 13-month-long coach training program with Conscious Leadership Group.
I didn't know that.
I'm now a certified 15 Commitments Conscious Leadership Group coach.
Congratulations.
Total life-changing experience. It's so good.
Yes,
And
I still go back to that conscious leadership. We were having a conversation in the like phone booth at Sloan's about conscious leadership, and you were just talking about how you were getting, you were learning more about that, the Sloan leadership, and it just happened. And so yes, that's exciting. Yeah.
It's really good stuff.
Well, I look forward to hearing more. Not tonight, because I think you should relish in this
I'm going to do some more relishing.
Yeah.
And some more eating food.
Yeah.
Some self-care stuff.
This is my husband, Tim. Tim, I
Tim.
was Jason.
Hey, how are you?
I'm very well.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Thanks so much for having us tonight. This is incredible.
I'm so glad you made it out.
Yeah, I'm glad we could make it. This is awesome. So, really
I'm so excited.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, have fun.
Yes,
Keep having
you
fun.
too.
Okay. I'm heroing you.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, are you?
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, why?
Well,
What's your story?
my story is I came all the way to St. Louis to hang out with Jason, and then he ignored you for the whole show.
Oh, okay. No, that's not my story.
Okay.
My story is I came all the way to St. Louis to celebrate you, to be here, and to get to spend whatever time I could with you, but I wasn't expecting anything of you. And I enjoy the moments that I get to see you, and I'm enjoying it all.
What would make it even better? I'm fully in hero now.
No, this is beautiful. I love it. I had a wonderful conversation with a guest that came in. I don't think you even know. He was inspired by something that he saw, like just organically came across the advertisement for it, and he's like, I'm going to come in, and we had just a really nice conversation. I think he got a lot out of it, and I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed yesterday and getting to see it happening, and I had a beautiful conversation with Stephanie this afternoon before everything was coming together. And I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've been, I don't know if hero, but maybe villainizing myself that I should be doing something more. I should be, you know what I mean? And I think that's where I was yesterday. I was like, I should be helping. I should be doing this. So there, that's my reveal.
That makes sense.
And then I realized, I was like, okay, should I just let that go for a minute? And what would happen if I just let that go? So no, I'm enjoying it. I'm just enjoying. Sometimes I just go off to the side and I just want to take it in, because I can see myself in this and you, and it's just
I'm so humbled that you came all the way out here.
You've touched me in so many different points. I remember the first time was 1440, when it was during the Coaches Weekend in February of 2020. That's when I first saw you, met you. I don't know if I even met you. I might have just seen you in the group. And since then, there's been different ways in which I've encountered you and been in a relationship and triggered myself.
Yeah.
Giving away my ovaries. all of it. And,
all of it.
And I've learned so much, and I've appreciated so much, and I feel connection and it all. Sometimes I don't even have words, and it's so I came out because there was a feeling in me when you said that this is happening, and I said go, and then immediately I started scaring myself with all the reasons not to go, and I was like, that's how you've always done it. Go.
You said yes.
Yeah, and I'm so glad I did. And so who would have known that I would have had a friend in St. Louis that's having an art show that I would have been attending, and I wouldn't have known that a year ago. So
Yeah, that probably wouldn't have happened a year ago.
no, and
Congratulations on saying yes to coming to an art show.
yeah, and it's and everything that it represents is like so cool. So I'm so glad I came.
I'm so glad you came too. Well, I feel more connected now.
What's that?
I feel more connected now.
Oh, good. You don't need to hero. I'm okay.
I'm gonna let go of my
I'm gonna
hero.
hear you by saying no.
Thank you. You said beautiful when I was walking by, so I'm sure it's about me.
A little overwhelmed?
Oh, a little bit physically, yeah, a little bit physically tired. Hi. Now. How are you?
Oh, I was talking to someone.
Yeah.
Kind of freaky. It was real exciting. And she was staring at Vessel of All Creation.
Yeah.
Starting conversations with people by asking them what their favorite is and having
Yeah.
them take me to their favorite. She goes, I actually think that's the same person.
Vessel of All Creation?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, I've never thought about that. Please tell me more. And she was like, he's
It
from
might be.
himself.
Holy
And that's that black line, is the connection. The
yeah.
shadow.
Holy shit. I didn't even know, but that's so right. Oh, are you cold?
I was outside. So
I'm cold right now.
You're cold right now?
I might be overtired.
Okay. I think it's okay in here.
Okay, cool.
Have you been drinking water?
Hot water mixed with tea.
Okay.
I want another meal before I go to bed.
Okay.
Someone said, coming to this show changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah. People seeing things in my paintings. It's really nice to ask people about what they see in the paintings. I might do more of that. Yeah.
I was talking to a friend and I didn't know that she's now like had an operations that have had Art St. Louis, St. Louis Art Fair, and like
And they came here?
Yeah.
To see my work?
Yeah.
Because you invited them? Or they just came? Fuck! Wow. Is she still here? Is she right behind me? No, I know those people. Okay. Okay. Thank you. It's a trail mix in the building. his car. I said I'd find a ride home. So maybe with you. Hi, Lila. So good to see you. I love all of that.
I love that.
Which ones do you love? The rope. I thought you might like the rope.
I love the
chain.
chains.
Yeah.
I love the chains. I love them both.
Thank you. What do you love about them?
Okay, so definitely the eyes.
Yeah.
It's not very rare that you can catch someone and roll with your eyes open. So I feel like it's extra vulnerable, like she's looking for something.
Yeah.
Or looking for someone. And then the very conspicuous hand that's grabbing it.
Yeah.
You don't really notice it right away.
And then you see it afterwards.
Like the depth of the left or the right nipple
Yeah.
is so good that you don't necessarily notice there's someone else there.
Yeah. Thank you, Lila. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Tracy. I'm Jason.
It's very nice to meet you. Your work is amazing. Your story is amazing. I
Thank you.
am in love with it. And it's very nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. It's great to meet you too.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Jason.
Hi, I'm Buthena.
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 Buthena. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
This is the one who told me the thing about
Am I allowed to ask
Oh,
questions
tell me.
about
Yes,
your art?
all of it.
So, I initially, when I was looking at that, I thought this person and that person is the same.
I didn't know that.
No, you didn't.
I never know when I paint things what it's about. And oh
I
my
don't know.
God.
And then like the gap,
Yeah.
the void in the eyes and the look
Yeah.
into the eyes and the fact
Yeah.
that it's an outline and it's like
Oh my
it felt
God.
like very
That's
shadowy.
so right. I didn't even know.
And then I went and looked at the two pictures right on that side. It's the same person, right?
Where? Show me.
On the other side. This one right
Yes.
here. So looking from that direction, I thought there's a repetition of the same person.
Oh. That's because of you. She curated the show. She curated the whole show.
Nice.
She put all these pieces in the right spots.
This is awesome.
I did something very different.
This is wonderful.
And she did something very good.
Do you have a favorite piece?
Oh.
It's hard, I know.
This is one of my favorites.
Okay.
And honestly, it's one of my favorites because other people don't like it.
Okay.
That one back there. In Space, I'm a long way from home. That's a favorite.
When I looked at it, I was like, I wonder what she's thinking.
Yeah. Those are two favorites.
Are you from St. Louis?
Yeah. I left a couple
I
times.
figured
Came back.
when I saw Lola, I don't know her personally, but I know of her. I was like,
She's doing a show here next weekend,
Is it
Friday
like-
and Saturday. Shimmy Showdown.
Yes. Jeez Louise is gonna be here with her.
Yeah.
I knew Jeez Louise back in the day. Back in the day.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, when I was in college, I was roommates with one of her friends.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, like back in the day when she was younger. So it's kind of been nice seeing her evolution. Yeah.
We're doing a collab. I was supposed to have flyers somewhere of hers to hand out. Shit. We'll look for them.
If you have them around, I'll put them out.
Okay, I'll have to ask. And we're gonna auction that off for charity at the event next week
Oh,
to
that's
tie
so
in, because
cool.
all these paintings are gonna be up
Really
at
cool.
Shimmy Showdown.
Nice. Well,
I
I,
don't know.
can't wait to see how much it sells for.
Yeah, me too.
That's really cool. And for good cause, what charity?
SWAP, Sex Workers Outreach Program.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet
Great
you
work.
too.
This
Thank
is,
you so much.
I was truly moved in this show. It's been a minute since I've been like, whoa. And then the music choice, like amazing. Like it's a zone for sure. So thank you.
I partnered with a lot of amazing people. Thank you. Hi, thank you. I want to go find those flyers.
First art exhibition. She said this is the first art exhibition that I have really loved in a while.
Wow. I want to find those flyers. Yeah, maybe I can ask Heather to do it. Nice mix of humans. Oh, the cells are open. I said they weren't going to be open. I'm so glad they are. Maybe they just didn't want me to put art in it. Is there a Shimp Showdown? No. Fantastic.
So many people are here. It's awesome.
It's such a good show.
I'm like tomorrow. I'm excited about. It's so funny that the cellist is in my sister's quartet. I know Rania from Santiago, Chile. Like,
Wow.
I see her all the time on my sister's.
Holy
house.
shit.
And I mentioned that. I was like, "Do you want a quartet?" And they weren't sure yet. And then one of the cellists shows up. I'm like,
That's so cool. So
Yeah,
cool.
It's so cool. You're doing great. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's an amazing vibe.
Yeah, look what you've done.
I got big compliments about the music just a second ago.
Here's the thing. This is amazing. You did a good job. You should be super proud of yourself.
I am.
You should. Right?
I am.
Yeah, and you're establishing yourself. You're establishing in a really bold way, in a way that people appreciate. And then tomorrow we'll just get really party-ish and we'll all get naked and do weird shit. It'll be fun. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah.
What did you meet my friend that was here earlier? He's gone now, but his name
Follow,
is
follow
Eric.
me. I'm gonna press a button.
I've known him since I was in my early 20s because he used to throw the fetish show at the Galaxy on Wash Ave.
Oh wow.
Leather harness garments. And,
What's his name? Eric?
Chainmail and he's the guy that was walking around with a leather trench. And
Oh, I saw that
And I
dude.
wanted to introduce you, but you were conversing. But he came
I was
by because
so-
I had promoted it.
Yeah.
He custom makes amazing things.
What did he think of the show?
Chainmail necklaces and
Will you plug this in for me underneath there? There's a couple outlets somewhere down there.
figure model of all of the universities for all the art students.
Really?
So that's what he does for his money.
That's so cool.
He's also an artist. So I thought, oh, I should introduce you guys.
Thank you. Did you get it? Awesome. Thank you.
Your work. I know that he's clearly he likes what you're doing, and he was happy to get out. And even Tunde recognized him from when she was going to watch you drawing him.
That's so fucking cool.
I know, but that tells me that my social media promotion helped because
Oh, to
he
watch-
was here because I sent invites to that 180 people that,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Thank-
I'm excited.
Just wanna take that all in.
You're awesome. You're
I'm
doing
just
great.
taking this all in. I'm just taking this all in. It's so good, isn't it? Thank you, Heather.
If people want to buy art, who are they talking to? You?
Tunde, me, or Stephanie.
Okay, cool.